Hi, it's a beautiful day today. It's sunny, it's still cool, but I'm going to start my hydroponic garden today. So let's go. Hi everybody. Today's the day that I start my hydroponic garden. Step one, I have to bury this baby here. So I have to dig this hole until it is level to the ground. It's a big job. Normally that's not a big job. It's not a big hole to dig. But in our area here in Montreal, I guess in North America, there's a lot of rocks. So if I reach a big rock under there, then I have a problem. So I don't know what I'm gonna do if or when that happens, but we're gonna start to dig and see where it goes. So here we go, hydroponic build for 2021. My problem is I have a little birdie that made the nest over there, and her eyes are big and scared, and I don't want her to desert her nest, so I'm gonna try to be as quiet as possible and not disturb her too much. Part of the project that I'm on after digging the hole is I have to put in this drain pipe. So for me to store this drain pipe, it's 60 feet long. I had to cut it because of this thing to hold the electrical post. I had to cut it here. So now I have to glue the two ends together with this. So now that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it out, I'm going to wipe it clean, let it dry, then I'm going to glue it, and then I'm going to hang the drain pipe. So today's day 2 of my dig. It's it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. The clay is like brick. It's like, so it's hard, but you know, if I keep going at it, I could bury this. So it's about 2 feet now. So I'm having some issues with this bird. There's a bird that has a nest there, and she's not happy that I'm digging here. So yesterday she went onto the roof of the house and she made all kinds of noise at me, complaining. Then after I talked to her, calm her down, I don't know if she wanted to show me that she's angry, so she went into the fountain and took a bath in the fountain. So I hope she's relaxed, and I don't want her to abandon the nest. So I'll keep going, I'll keep digging for now. As you can see, the tower garden is, it seems okay. Some of the plants were having a little bit of shock, but they're coming beautifully, I think. So this is, that's a plus. As you can see, here I have some of the dirt that I'm digging from the hole. I'm keeping it just in case I reach a rock at the bottom and I can't go further. At least I have the dirt to fill it back up. So that's the plan. Some of you may ask, why all this planting in rock wool, planting in slabs, in water, and not in soil? Well, there are a few reasons. One, this way of planting is it uses a lot less water. 2, you don't have to use fertilizers or stuff like that. It's the nutrients that you put in the water and that's it. You don't have to use any herbicides or anything. It just grows naturally. Some of you may not know, but a lot of the vegetables that you buy in the store that are planted in other countries or stuff like that, or in the US and Canada, are planted in greenhouse in this system. So you're already eating it. I find it tastes better. I find it's much more it's delicious, tastes better. It takes less water. It grows better. You get better results. And for me, if you don't learn new things, well, why are you living? You have to just keep learning, be adventurous, try new things, so that life is meaningful. So that's why I do this. Last year when I planted my hydroponic system, I used two different versions of the Dutch bucket. I used a single Dutch bucket and I used a double Dutch bucket. And it was an experiment to see which one works better. Now, from my experience from last year, a lot of my buckets broke. If you can see here, where the pipe was, I was getting a lot of leakage. And this is why I used more water than I should have used last year. So it's the external bucket that breaks when I use the single bucket system. When I use the double bucket system, it did not break. So this year, I'm going to use only double Dutch bucket system. I find that the roots actually grows right through and gets into the reservoir, which I'll show you after. So I'm convinced that double Dutch bucket system is better. So what you have to do, you have to drill holes in the bottom of it so that what I'm doing is I drilled 5 holes. You could put more, you could put less. I don't know if I need more. Last time that's what I did, and so I'm going to do the same thing. So this one goes into the other bucket like that. And this bucket will have a reservoir about 2 inches of water constantly. So the roots actually go through and goes into the reservoir there to feed the plants. So this is what we're going to do this year. So the next step is going to put the media inside, the growing media inside the bucket. So like I said, it's a double Dutch bucket system, so it will be 2 buckets in one inside the other. But the one that has the media has the holes, as you saw that I drilled the holes just now. So these 2 have. So I'm going to, what is very important, these paint strainers, you put them inside here. I don't know if they're going to work perfectly because they're kind of like stretched. I have 2 kinds of media where I'm going to grow. This one is called perlite. It's like popcorn. This is what I used last time. And I'm going to use that. But this year I'm also going to try these clay pots. These are more expensive, but they last longer. You can reuse them, and I heard it's better. So I'm going to try them so that I will know which one is better going forward. Very important when doing this, put a mask on. Because there's a lot of dust. You don't want the dust to go in your lungs. I tried the clay pods, but it's heavier. And seeing that it's heavier, it's pulling everything down. So when it comes to think of it, these clay pods is actually bigger than the holes we have at the bottom. So I don't really see the point of this strainer for the clay pods. So for the perlite, which is not as heavy, it's fine. Now, if you notice, there's a lot of dust. So you don't want it dust into the system. This is why you have to wash it down until the water comes out clear. Now, when you wash it, it's going to settle down. So what you do is you add some more. So I washed it, and see now the water comes out clear at the bottom. The issue I'm having right now is that it's heavy, and this paint strainer is for a 5-gallon bucket, and my bucket is 4 gallon. And seeing that I used it for a year now, it seems like the elastic is stretched, so it's not staying up. But I don't think it matters since I'm using the double Dutch bucket. It doesn't matter. I will leave it like that, and I will plant it this, and it will be fine. Regarding the clay pods, I'm not going to use the paint strainer. I'm just going to use it just like that, and it will work fine. So this one now we'll have to wash it down also. If you want to know how to do this properly, step-by-step instructions, I have a video that is named How to Build Your Hydroponic System. I think it's a 4-part series or something like that. So you look at that and it'll give you all the steps. But quickly, I'll just tell you, we're doing a double Dutch bucket system. So that we put all the media in one bucket, and now we're going to insert that bucket into another bucket. And that's why it's called double Dutch bucket. So here we drill a 1-inch hole. We're going to put a 3/4 inch grommet, which is a rubber seal. And then we're going to insert a 1/2 inch PVC pipe. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult. It's hard maybe for me to do this on camera and maybe have it done perfectly, but I'll try. So you put in the grommet. The last time I did this, I put olive oil on this pipe to help it to slide in. But this time I'll just use water. I use a glove because if not, the pipe will cut you or hurt you. Okay. So there we go. Put a 90 degrees inside. See? 90 degrees facing downwards. And then a 90 degrees facing downwards here. And there it's ready. So now we'll take the bucket. We'll insert this bucket into that one. And that's what you call a double Dutch bucket system. I find it goes better, and last time my buckets, they were breaking, so now, like I said in another video, I bought these plants. We don't want to get the soil into the system because this is a soilless system. So you wash all the soil off. If there's a little bit left on soil, it's fine. Not a big deal. So here we take this now. We make a hole. And we insert that here, like that. Then we take the cover, we drill a hole here, another hole there to feed it, and then we split it like this. This is the way that you pass it. You open it like that to pass the plant in, without hurting the plant. I will just show you how we set this up here. After I'm going to line all the plants up. So it's very simple. It's like that. There's a hole here for the drain. We put this in the hole, and then we put that there, like that, and it's done. This is planted. After, I'm going to put the tube for it to be automatically watered every hour. I will show you when I do that after. I came from work today and I received this package in the mail. It's in this package, it's supposed to be a pepper plant, a weary pepper plant. There's this Facebook page. This company is called Neo's, N-E-O apostrophe S, Neo's Garden House. They cater for Guyanese, Trinidadian, Jamaican, West Indian herbs and plants. So, let me see. It's well taped up. I hope it's in good condition. Voila. Isn't this amazing? Wonderful job. It's perfect. I can't believe this thing was mailed days ago. So this is what you call a pepper plant, a weary pepper plant, and it's from Neo's Garden House. Check them out on Facebook. They shipped this to me. They shipped this plant to me, no charge. They paid the shipping. They paid everything because for them, they're just trying to experiment to see how successful this is, and it is a great success. So wonderful job. You take care. Wonderful job. My job is finished here, digging the hole. As a matter of fact, I went too deep. I had to add back a little bit of soil. I think that's good enough. So this part is done. Now I have to cut here. I draw this out, and I'm going to cut it out so that I could put the pump inside. This is the pump that I'm using to water the plants. It's a half horsepower, 1585 gallons per hour. So I have to cut a hole so that it can go through. So I marked it out. I drilled a hole here so that it can start. And then I'm going to cut it with by hand. A couple of weeks has passed since I was building the system. So now I'm just going to show you the finished product. But before I do that, I want to show you my tower garden. This is about 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. And look at the size of these kales. We're going to have to pick this kale today. We have lettuce. We have, the only thing that's not coming really good for me is the parsley. Even the chives. I have chives. I never thought that I could grow chives in a hydroponic system. The celery is coming amazingly. Amazing. Much better than I thought it would. and the lettuce, of course. That is amazing. Regarding the celery, I told my friend in Guyana that maybe, he can plant the celery like this in Guyana in water in the tubes. He goes, no, that's not gonna work, buddy. He said that this way it's gonna be so clean and nice. People just gonna come and steal it all at night, and they wouldn't have any problems. They wouldn't have to wash it or stuff like that. So that is not gonna work for him. So, anyways, just to show you the tower garden, it's going well. And now I'm gonna show you the hydroponic. I'm going to show you the barrel stuff. I don't want to disturb the bird. She's already going nuts because her baby, she's on top of the house now watching me. She has a worm in her mouth. Look, here she comes. The babies the eggs hatched, so she have little birds in the nest. So I'm going to be quick about this. So here, you remember earlier in the video, digging it. So this is what we have. There's water inside. There's air that's going in to feed the water with oxygen. And I have two pumps in there, a small pump and a big pump. So I'm just going to cover this. These are the tomato plants. Tomato plants are actually, it's a vine actually. This is why we have all this string. I'm growing them up. See, there's tomato clips, and these are going to be grown up. There's already blossoms on it, and these are my eggplants. Here I have, this is the return drain. Here I have Boston lettuce, I have some basil and celery. I even have some chive. This is I didn't think the chives would grow in this system, but I tried that. Here I have some bok chow. These are babies. I just planted them a few days ago because I was having problems finding bok chow in Montreal. I don't know why. These are my pepper plants. And here is my Swiss chard. The Swiss chard, when we plant them into the system, all the big leaves died. I guess when the plants go from soil to just water, they go through some shock and they have to adjust. And not only that, our weather was weird. It was hot, then it came down to like 5 degrees Celsius, which is cold. I should have, but I didn't take the plants into the warmer room or stuff like that. I just left them and let them try to survive. This is the weirwood pepper. It's gonna come. I think the cold didn't really make it happy, but it's coming very nice actually. So this is what happens. When the pump comes on, every 30 minutes, the pump comes on for 6 minutes. And then it feeds, the water comes, and when it works, the water squirts out of here and it goes in there and it feeds the plant. And then the water drains out, and then it drains that way and goes. And as it's going this way, it feeds the plants in this pipe. Now what happens to the ones that are here? They don't get water. So what I did was I devised another system which I'm going to show you just now. So here's the other way that I planted. I'm planting in the slabs, and they're coming very good actually. And I devised this system where the plants are going to go up. I'm going to be able to tie them up and control them. Here you can see the tomatoes are coming very well. They have blossoms already. The eggplants are coming good, and these are slab, and it's the first time I'm trying this slab. I didn't devise a way to water this automatically yet, but I'm coming to that. But for now, they don't need. I give them water, and what happens is when you put the water in here, the water goes into the big slab at the bottom, and it stays there. So the roots grow down and grow into the big, and then it feeds. So you don't have to water it. Maybe right now I'm doing it every 4 days. I'm putting some water. And that's it. Very simple. Here I have my cucumbers. These cucumbers are going to grow up. And I put a system with it here. As they grow and they get too tall, I'm going to lower them. I'm going to add more string and then lower them so that they can keep going up forward. So now the strawberry is coming good. It's already thrown roots into the big slab. Now, like I said, these plants in the pipe, for me to water them, I put in a smaller pump inside, and then I run a second pipe. But the small pump doesn't have a lot of power. So what I did was I ran the pipe diagonally so it drains down with gravity. And that comes on. And it comes here. Look, it's working right now. It's feeding these plants. So this comes on, 15 on, 50 minutes on, 15 minutes off. This way the roots, see, start throwing new roots. The roots get air. It's not always in water. And that's how it grows. I will keep giving you updates on how it's growing. But I'm quite excited about it. I have a friend who is a customer, young man, he's in his 30s. He asked me, isn't it cheaper to just go to the store and buy this stuff than to do all of this? Yeah, actually, yes, but you know, this makes me happy. Whatever makes you happy, you do. It's not about saving money, but I guess in time, because right now I spent money putting all this system, but this is gonna last for years and years and years. So going forward from now, I don't have much money to spend. Buy my plants, put it in, they grow, that's it, end of story. So that's it. That's my episode for my hydroponic garden. I hope I explained everything. And you have a wonderful day. Thank you for spending this time with me. You and your family, stay safe. If you so desire, get vaccinated. If you don't believe in the vaccine, that's your right also. But you take care and have a wonderful day.